Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning, and today might not be a very exciting vlogging day because I am going to sit today, tomorrow, and on Sunday all day just coding a test to see if I can get a job. So, yeah. That is going to be fun. It's actually going to be a lot of fun. I like doing tests and strange questions, stuff like that. I don't know. Doing all of these interviews is psychologically exhausting. Not only do I have all the anxiety of actually going to these meetings because I'm afraid of people, but I'm doing this because it will kind of not only hopefully get me a job at the end, but I do believe that because this is a problem I have, I want to face it because I want to be better and I don't want to have the anxiety. But I do have that anxiety. I have the anxiety of feeling like an imposter all the time. I know deep down in my kind of soul, I know that I'm good at what I'm doing. But all the time I feel like maybe I'm not good enough. So it's tough doing all of these interviews, running on meetings, meeting people I never met before, having conversations like played up in my mind over and over again, getting anxiety over things I said and done, and it's rough, and it's going to be even worse now because I have to put up and do more and even more and then even more than that. So yeah, hopefully I will have a job in not so many weeks though, because I don't like going without a job. But so far it is 7:30 and I've been up for about an hour. I was supposed to go up at 5:50 like I usually do, and I actually fell back to sleep because I was a little tired this morning. That is also one thing, that how much sleep I get. I get about 9 hours now. I am exhausted because the kind of psychological exhaustions that I'm getting is affecting also kind of my energy levels and stuff. That's life. I just have to get through this, and then I can kind of take a couple of breaths and just relax a little bit. But I started my morning with my coffee and my YouTubes. I've been watching my favorite YouTubes, and for anyone who wonders, one of it is Philip DeFranco. I really like his take on news. I have a news app, like a Swedish news app, but I kind of like to read news from other platforms also, and this is a very simple way to kind of seeing what happens across the pond, as you say. I watch Bailey J, her Bumblebee Bailey vlog channel. She uploads, I think, once a week for her art channel, but she does have almost daily vlog channel. I think she takes the weekends off nowadays. And I think she was one of them who got me into doing vlogging and vlogging every day. But yeah, so I've been watching those two, and I'm gonna head out to take tests today, so it's test day. So I'm both gonna do coding tests, but I'm also going to do blood tests today. So it's my hormonal and hormonal tests, because it's all about hormones that's going to be taken today. So I'm gonna go in there and get that done, and pick up some meds that is running out. Yeah, even though it is stressful and I'm starting to have some pain in my back and pain in my body, But I'm feeling positive about everything, and I'm hoping that something good is coming out of it. I'm talking with some companies I haven't talked with before, or haven't had, like, whenever I switch jobs before, I find a company that I want to work with, and then I work with it, and I'm being very, very picky. And this time around, I want to see. I'm finding myself being drawn in so many directions because I love programming, and I'm figuring out that some companies I have had ideas on how they work, and I have found out during these weeks that they don't work that way. A lot of companies that you could say were big and wouldn't be as flexible, and I'm figuring out that they are actually more flexible, and I'm getting excited about all these different companies and possible having a job with them. So it's gonna be fun. I still have to put in some time to do other things too. I have some dreams, and I am going to follow them, but I also have to remember that it's actually the 12th, I think. Yeah, it's the 12th today. It's 12 days in 2018. I still have 300 and something left to follow my dreams this year, and I don't have to do everything at one time. But yeah, yesterday was coffee cups. Today I have an idea of what I want to do. It's a little bit more complex, it's a little bit more work, but we'll see. There should be easy things to sketch these days. These 10 for 10 is gonna be easy things for sketch, because the more complex things I might do 1 or 2 in a day instead of 10. But I got an idea yesterday that I wanted to try, so we'll see if that will be what I do. But yeah, I'm talking your ears off this morning. I just want to say good morning, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. So guys, I am back home from my blood tests. I've been home for a while actually. It's really cold outside. I don't know how cold though, but it's been kind of, it says it's around like 0 degrees, like just barely negative, but it was super cold when I went, and I had to wait for the bus and stuff. But it worked out really nicely and everything. I spent the whole time listening to my audiobook, Incendiary, what's it called? I have 24 minutes left. But that will have to wait because I've gotten the test, and load of nice things about it is I have to code it in like what's called vanilla JavaScript, which means that I have to code it in ordinary JavaScript, things that run on mainly any kind of browser, and I have to code that, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be real fun. But I spent some time installing stuff on my computer because I haven't used it since I updated it to High Sierra. I haven't used it for coding, so I didn't have anything installed. But I saw something. I opened up, and I don't think I can show you the code, so I'm not gonna do it. It's very basic shell of code, so I'm not, but it might be something that I don't want anyone to see, I don't know. But they've used emoticon as the class name. For you who don't do programming, very simple is that you can add class names, which is basically like groups, or IDs, which is very specific for that part, and you can tell different parts to behave different ways. An example is a class name. You can couple it with CSS, which basically is a design language where you tell the different parts of a website what color it should be, what width, what height, stuff like that. But usually you use class names like main and body and this and that. But they've used a little mouse. It's a cute little emoticon mouse. It's super adorable. And I am going to go around smiling for the rest of the day because there's a mouse in my code. But yeah, so good start of the day. Now everything is set up. I can run everything, because that was also one of the things I really enjoy about this test, is that I got a shell to work in. I don't have to set up a whole big project. I don't have to try to figure out what they really want. They have given me, this is the parameters of the test. This is what we want you to do. This is kind of what you need to get to work. And then they have a little list of this is kind of sort of some different parts of how to make it work. And then you have a list of, if you have time, you can also add this if you want to. So I'm going to start at the end of understanding how some things work and fill them in. I love coding, so this is going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll see how everything will work out. I feel that this is something I can do. So that is awesome. I have done tests or open tests where I just look at it and I'm like, yeah, this is not... they're like, yeah, but we all... Like, I'm really white, I'm not spiked in anything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not an expert in what I do. I'm good at it, but I'm not an expert. And then they come with a test that is like, yeah, I should have studied algorithms for like 4 years or 5 years or something to be able to do these. And I don't have algorithms at all in my background. I'm a embedded designer, nothing about calculations. Even though you learn a lot when you work, I haven't been exposed that much to algorithms. But yeah, a really good start of the day. I have sniffles. I have really bad sniffles and I've had it for a while, so kind of annoying. But I'm gonna go and get my third cup of coffee because I've been up since early. You know, I talked to you before. And I'm gonna do some coding and then we'll see what will happen. I think I can tell you what I'm doing. I am going to do gallery. It's just a gallery feature to look at images from Flickr, basically. So it really takes like big chunks of information that you need to be able to do. And things I do on a daily basis, but I usually use a whole bunch of libraries and I don't have them now. So I have to figure out again how I did this without all of these libraries, but it shouldn't be a problem. It's when you are a coder, this is very important, I think, for most professions, but in coding, you can very often get stuck in the mindset of I need to know everything and I need to know how to do it. Basically, you need to know what to look for. To be a coder means you Google half of the time. You Google everything because trying to keep that amount of information in your head, it doesn't work. You can't do that. Instead, you will keep like how things work in your head, and then you know what to search for and how to search for it, how to use Google, to be friends with Google. That's how it works. And it's also to be a good programmer, you need to understand what you get back. A lot of places you can just copy paste and you can get things to work. But what's important is that you need to understand why it works. So in case it doesn't, you can fix it and you don't have to ask questions about, but no, I did this and it didn't work. It's very obvious when a person says that, it's very obvious that you haven't coded before because you haven't tried things around it to get it to work. You're just expecting other people to do the job. In this case, being a good Googler means that you can get the information, but then you also can use it to fit in to the code that you're working in. Me from the future here, I just wanted to put in a little note. I said that asking questions after you got an answer is wrong. Well, if you're a newbie developer, of course you should ask questions. Of course you should try to understand and get help from people. If you are a newbie developer, that's the way you learn. So don't be worried to ask questions. My kind of thing with it is that there's a lot of professionals out there that are not junior developers that actually don't know how to code. They do copy paste and they have gotten through on copy paste, but they don't know what they're doing with the code. So don't feel that you can't ask questions when you're coding, because that's the only way to learn, and it's very, very important to ask questions. So yeah, sorry if you misunderstood me or I didn't make me clear, but yeah. And you should always make the code look as in what you are working with, because other people will read the code, and it's very distracting to read a code and there's multiple different ways of coding in that. Everything should read like it's one person that has written it, even though it's probably 10 to 15 people that's been in the code. So yeah, I have no clue if you're even interested in this, because I have a little feeling that you are not watching this because of me being a coder. I think you're watching this because I'm a crafter, but this is the other part of me, the professional part of me, and I'm super excited of sitting down with some code again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in this profession for a while because it's a lot of fun. This is so much fun. You have 3 days to finish this thing, and I've been giving tests before. There's like, yeah, you have a day to do this, and then you have to turn it in, and then you see it, and it's like so many things to code, so many things to do, and it takes me like 6 hours just to set up the environment because it doesn't want to work on my computer. And then I have like 2 hours to put in on coding, and I don't have any references, I have nothing, and usually just it goes bad. Those times it really gone bad. But I can talk to them about it and stuff, but it's been really annoying. But this one is like, it took me half an hour to set it all up on my computer, and that is with having no kind of development things on it. And then now I've coded for I think like 6 hours, but I got it like a quarter or 20 past 10, something like that. And then it took me half an hour to set up the environment. So that's basically, I think I started coding at noon, because I think, I started coding at noon. So I've coded for 4 hours, and I have a working page. It's working. I have hit all of the required parameters. I have one that is a little parenthesis around it, because it doesn't work in all browsers, so I have to kind of look at that. But all the other things are working. I even taught myself how to test it for different browsers and how to test it for throttling and stuff. So throttling means varying the speed of the internet. So being able to basically test if you have a very bad 3G connection and how the page would load with a bad 3G connection. Yeah. But it works. Everything works. I have a few other things that I need to do. I need to figure out. There's a lot of parameters that it doesn't really say anything about, so I have to kind of figure out how and how much and all of those that they think I'm gonna look at. Yeah. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm really happy. It works, and I feel that I can give them something that is good. I'm going to sit down and figure out function names and clean up the code a little bit. It's kind of clean, but some of those things, and this is just a 4 hour, so I can continue when I go home. Now I'm gonna go to Mall Scandinavia to have a dinner with Christopher and to buy like breakfast stuff, so we have stuff for the weekend. But yeah, I thought I would be sitting Friday, Saturday and Sunday coding until late night and tearing my hair out, and I haven't, and it's so awesome. It's so awesome. I should do this more often. Just do some playing. I haven't had that much playing time because I prefer to only code when I'm at work. I kind of look at it like coding is such an intense thing. You use all your like logic sense, all your information, that kind of information, and you can easily go overboard and do it too much. So I look at it as I do it at work, and then when I'm home I try to do stuff that hasn't to do with coding and so that much computers, because then I kind of relax that part of me, and therefore when I go back to work in the morning I will be well rested and I can start and I can do my best job. Basically that's the thought I have with all those things. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. But I'm gonna go eat some dinner now. So I ended up running away. No. I ended up going to Mall Scandinavia with Christopher. We had some new food. There's a Lebanese place, and they have like a buffet style food, and we eaten before. But today we tried. They have like a little corner where you can get kebab and shawarma. I have no clue what shawarma is, but it was really, really good. You got it a chicken version. It was really good. That food was really, really good. So awesome. And then we like got breakfast stuffs and little dinner stuffs for the weekend. I'm really tired now. When we got home, part of me was thinking, well, I can code when I get home. And I got home and I was so tired, and like I've been doing it all day. So instead we sat down and watched some telly, and I've been stitching on my ornament. I've been beading my ornament. It's kind of cool. I got 3 of those ornament kits. I got them in a pack, and they're the same motif. And because they're the same motif, I can reuse material that I had left. And apparently you get 2 baggies of beads in this. They're separated into that because it's easier to see which are which. So you get black, green and red in one bag, and then you get white, golden and like an iridescent black. Is that it's called? Or something like that. Anyhow, and the bag with the black, green and red ones, I actually been able to bead the second one with the beads in the first bag. So I haven't even touched the beads from the second kit for those. And now I'm going through the white, golden and black iridescent. I don't think it's called iridescent, but they're like shiny. Like oily, sort of pearlescent of some sort. But yeah, I don't think I will have enough of the pearlescent because you do this loop thingy out of the black pearlescents. So I don't think I will have enough for the full stitch and that little loopy loop. But I might have enough of the white and the golden. So then I have all these beads I can do fun stuff with. They do have this little jewelry, which I actually forgot to put on mine. I have to fix it. But you only get 1 per kit, so that will be, the kit will take up that one. It's like a little golden seashell. But yeah, so that is what we have been doing. Been watching Doctor Who and stitching, and it's been really nice evening. Now I'm really tired, so we're going to bed. I just wanted to say good night, sleep tight, and with the bedpost bite. Bye.